So Captain America is acting like Iron Man in the first Civil War event. Cyclops is acting like Magneto back in the 80s and 90s. Wolverine is acting like Wolverine. And the Phoenix is still coming to Earth at a fast rate of speed. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We are continuing our coverage of Avengers vs. X-Men with Round 5. So our story starts off where the last video left off, in Antarctica. And there's a can of beer. It looks like there's a polar bear headed for that can of beer. But under further analysis, we see that it is Wolverine and he's using the polar bear as a coat. I don't know who started the fight, but looks like Wolverine finished it. And then we see that there's a trail of beers, which have to be frozen, even though Wolverine is cracking it open and saying, thank God. So the beer trail leads to a plane. Somebody standing outside the plane in a big old coat talking about, I thought this was a beer trap. I've been looking for you. As we see Logan's gather up all the beers, he drops them. We see his Hope, and she goes, hello, Logan. And he goes, hello, Hope, as he pops his claws. So then we cut to deep space, where we see the Avengers are decimated, which we knew that was going to happen. And we see Thor, and his armor is on fire, as he is twirling Mjolnir, facing down the Phoenix. And he throws his hammer into the Phoenix. And then the Phoenix takes off to a planet. Mjolnir comes back red hot. Thor's looking at the planet, and he's all bloody. And then we see that the Phoenix consumes the planet. So now we cut back to Antarctica, where Hope's like, hold on, wait, Logan, don't do anything. And her hands are on fire. She's like, give me a minute, let me explain. I got beers in the plane that aren't frozen. Just let me break everything down to you. Wolverine's like, you got 1 minute. So she throws him a beer, and she pretty much explains the same thing that Cyclops believes, that the Phoenix is coming here to help restart mutant kind and get it back to where it once was, versus it coming to destroy everything. So Wolverine's like, look, I know what this bear can do firsthand, but let's just say I take your side for a second. What is your plan? So she's like, well, first, we need to get out of here. Second, I need you to fly because I flew all night and I'm really tired and I need to rest. And third, we need to find a bigger ship. So now we cut to an abandoned Hellfire safe house where our Cyclops-led X-Men are being held up. So Cyclops and Emma are talking. Emma's like, we got students from Logan's school joining our side every day. But then Cyclops cuts her off and goes, but we need to find Hope. Emma's like, give me a second. I'm working on that. So then we see her take control of like this mutant janitor. They go into Cerebra, put it on, and Emma's like, I'm in. Hello world. So first she goes to Wakanda. She sees a fighting going on there. She sees Black Widow fighting Danger. She sees Storm fighting Black Panther, which is crazy. We see Firestar fighting Iron Fist. We see Rachel fighting Quicksilver, but no Hope. So then we cut to Tabula Rasa, where the Thing and Namor are still going at it. Like, they just keep bumping into each other, and they just like, oh, I guess it's on sight. And they just keep fighting. But then some kind of monster comes from out of the ground, and now they all gotta deal with this monster. And also, there's no Hope. So now we cut to Latveria, where Daredevil and Spider-Man are tag teaming the unstoppable Colossus. But if you notice, the Doom bots are attacking everybody, because you know Dr. Doom wasn't having this. You got Red Hulk fighting Iceman. You got Angel fighting Hawkeye. Angel's getting help from Psylocke. And then you got Magneto and Doctor Strange. So I'm like, oh, those two fighting needs to be a comic book all by itself. And also, there's no Hope. So then we cut to the Savage Land, where we have Giant Man that's being attacked by a dinosaur that's being controlled by X-Man, Nate Gray. Which, I'm sorry, if we were really writing this like the way it's supposed to be, X-Man could take on all the Avengers by himself. Like, the dude is like mutant Jesus. This is Age of Apocalypse, Nate Gray X-Man. So yeah, dude strong as hell. But Magic comes out of a portal and takes down Giant Man. So now we see Captain America put it on Warpath, or James Proudstar, which I'm like, if you really think about it, his mutant ability pretty much makes him a super soldier, because he got superhuman strength, superhuman speed, agility, and all that good stuff. Everything that Captain America has. But I think Warpath has it a little bit more in abundance, but I guess this is their way of saying you can't trump experience, because Captain America beat him down. But we also see Gambit creeping up on Captain America. So Emma can't find Hope. Cyclops like, well, we need to figure this out. Emma's like, do you want me to go into his mind? Cyclops like, do it. We only need to keep Hope hidden until the Phoenix arrives, which is pretty much saying they're going to go into Captain America's mind. So now we see Captain America fighting Gambit. While he's fighting Gambit, he's also talking to Tony Stark. So Tony's using a lot of scientific talk, and he's pretty much saying that the Phoenix was there the moment of the Big Bang. So for them to destroy the Phoenix, they're going to have to create some kind of Big Bang effect to take it out. And Tony's like, you tracking? And Captain America's like, not really, as he's smushing Gambit with a shield. Captain America's like, fine girl, get girl, that I understand. He's like, give me a second. So Tony's like, I'm really upset that you can't do two things at once. And Captain America's like, look, I got the job done. As we see, Gambit is just knocked out. So all of a sudden, Captain America gets a message. He tells Tony to tell all the Avengers to get back to headquarters because he knows exactly where Hope is going. And Emma's like, we do too. So then we cut to AIM, which for those of you who don't know, that's Advanced Idea Mechanics. This is their main headquarters, and we see Wolverine has taken all of them out. So the Hope's like, this is pretty disturbing. And Wolverine's like, I'm kind of in the mood right now. He looks at the AIM scientist, goes, you hear that, bub? And the AIM scientist goes, I can help you. Please don't kill me. So he opens up these huge bay doors, and we see this huge rocket ship. Then Wolverine's like, you want a bigger ship? Here you go. So they take off, and they go to the blue area of the moon. Now, blue area of the moon is a place at the moon where it actually has like atmosphere so you can breathe and so on and so forth. A lot of people go there. The humans been there. The Skrulls pretty much made it because they was doing an experiment. It's a long story. Long story. Can't really get into it right now, but yeah, that's where they're at. And the Avengers are there to meet them because Wolverine is a snitch. How the hell you gonna be this badass character and also gonna be a snitch? Like, those two things don't apply. Like, you can't be a badass snitch. That doesn't work that way. So even though Captain America did Wolverine dirty, and I mean dirty, he's still on Captain America's side, and that's why Cyclops busts him in the head with one of his optic blasts. As magic brings in the X-Men. So Cyclops was like, Avengers, step away from the girl. Captain America's like, not gonna happen, Summers. Get him. So they're about to fight, but then all of a sudden Tony Stark goes, hey everybody, we got an incoming. You might want to get out the way, as something comes crashing into the moon. So once most of the smoke clears, we see that it's Thor. The thing goes to help him up. Thor just points up, and then we see it's the Phoenix. So the Phoenix pretty much beat up Thor, carried him through space, threw him into the moon, and was like, now what y'all gonna do? Ugh. It's about to get good.